Recently, news of the abolition of the UN has received a lot of responses. Many people and the government expressed disapproval of the abolition of the national examinations because they thought it would make students lazy.
Ya kalau tidak ditantang, tidak diwujud, bagaimana mau tidak? Kalau tidak diajak kerja keras, karena alasannya karena ada guru protes, orang tua murid protes atas sisa sehingga dihapus. Itulah kayaknya menghapus itu karena susah. Loh, kalau mau saya hebat harus malah melewati hal yang susah. Ujian nasional menguji apa yang seharusnya anak tahu. Lu ujian nasional nggak? Bagaimana program perasaan? Belajar keras kan?
Ya.
Sebelumnya belajar tidak? Kalau tidak ada ujian nasional.
Kadang belajar
Itu jawabannya.
To find out more information, now my friend Misania is here. Good morning, Misania. What is your opinion on the implementation of the national examination in schools? And do you think school exams are important or not important?
I think the implementation of the national examination in schools is very important. The UN is a way to measure how well students understand the material they have studied throughout school. Additionally, the UN is a national standard of assessment that allows us to showcase our abilities to the government and society. Without the UN, it will be hard to compare the quality of education across regions.
Why do you think the UN is important for the quality of education in Indonesia?
The UN is important because it provides an overview of how well the education system in Indonesia has achieved its goals. Through the UN, we can see the quality of education in different regions and identify existing problems. With the UN, it is hoped that the government can focus on improving education that is lacking.
How do you feel when facing the UN, and does the existence of the UN create pressure for students?
When facing the UN, I feel a bit pressured because it is a major exam that determines graduation. The pressure comes from the expectation to graduate with good grades and meet the required standards. However, I also feel more motivated to study harder so I can pass with good results. Although there is pressure, I know this is a part of the process to evaluate our abilities.
Who do you think benefits the most or is harmed by the existence of the UN, whether from students, schools, or the government?
I think students who truly prepare for the UN will benefit because it gives them the opportunity to demonstrate their abilities on a national level. However, there are also students who might struggle with this type of exam and feel disadvantaged. Schools also benefit because they can showcase the results of their education, while the government can monitor the education standards across Indonesia.
Do you think the UN is fair for all students in different regions? If not, where should the UN be held?
The UN might not be entirely fair for all students, especially those in remote areas or areas with less adequate educational facilities. In some regions, access to exam materials and preparation may not be as optimal as in major cities. I think the UN should be held while considering the conditions of each region and providing more equitable facilities or assistance.
When should the UN be held, or is there another way to assess students' abilities at the end of school?
The UN should be held after students have completed all the material taught throughout the school year, possibly at the end of the academic year. However, in addition to the UN, I think it would be good to have evaluations based on projects or assignments that focus more on understanding and skills, not just written exams. This way, students' ability can be more accurately measured and it will be better, especially for those who have different learning styles.
That's all the news coverage for today. I'm Raffles, I'm leaving.